It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. And it's happening out at Staples Center, where the Los Angeles Clippers will be going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, one thing they've talked about, sustaining focus on the defensive end, allowing no easy shots, trying to be disruptive, maybe causing some turnovers that can lead to easy buckets in transition. Both teams tonight more than capable of putting up points. Shaq, what do you think will be the deciding advantage?
Well, you have to try to dictate the tempo, play at your pace. This will be a game of streaks, so you have to prepare yourself mentally for that.
Well, you can't just score. You have to be efficient. Big shots down the stretch could be the difference, Ernie, and that will set you free.
We are ready for game time. Let's go to Kevin Harlan for the opening tip.
The Staples Center filled to capacity. It'll be the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors facing the Clippers. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Brent, a lot of experience on the floor. Talk about why it's so hard to succeed if you do not have that kind of veteran leadership.
If guys stay around this league long enough, Kevin, they've seen a little bit of everything. And when they've seen those things, the fact that they could communicate it to guys who haven't, sometimes they can keep you calm, make sure you temper your expectations, and then have you understand just how long not only the season is, how long a game is, how long a quarter is, and how long even one possession can be in order for you to be more successful and learn the lessons of this game to be better the next time.
You've had a lot of guys come across your path. Any one veteran that comes right out top of your head who really helped you a lot?
I'll throw way back to Chris Mullin and the time that I worked a lot with Chris in the early part of my career, just preparing to be in the NBA and talking through stories about the type of hard work, the type of consistent work, and the type of mentality you have to not only succeed individually, but certainly to have team success.
Great story. Now Golden State's starting five. Thompson and Durant fill out the perimeter. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Curry in at the point. Now here's Green. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go.
Now, Draymond did a good job of getting some space there and rooting himself to collect.
Outside, Green. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. That one, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Here's Curry. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Curry's got his first 2 points.
Nice job by Steph, just getting clever around the hoop and finding a way to get that one to the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Curry. Gallinari left side. Over Green. And the Clippers miss again. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Kevin Durant provided insight into the chemistry of a team chock full of competitors.
You know, there's times where we argue and times where guys want to, throw blows, but that's a part of just being around guys for so long. And, but it's fun. It's fun learning more about yourself as a leader, as a player, and I think that's my next evolution.
And the mix of personalities for this Warriors team, part of what makes them tick.
Different leadership voices, all committed to winning. And I think within that mix, Durant is able to find his place and his voice.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
A total team effort. Each guy looking to make the extra pass.
Well, as the coach of the team, You just can't ask for anything more. Obviously, this is propelling them to their advantage in the game.
Wilson Chandler out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Garrett Temple. Then it's Robinson. And it's Williams at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. That free throw, no good.
Yeah, this roster for the Clippers is in transition, no doubt about it. You think of the franchise's history, plenty of dysfunction, but over the last 5 or 6 years, they've been the best team in LA. Now it's a time for them to reset, try to find some new stars to carry it forward.
And he's good on the second. And Brent, you look at the Clippers ownership group, the front office, the coaching staff. It's a different story now from days past, isn't it?
Well, it just feels a little bit more stable. It just feels like they want to compete at the highest level, and they will do the things necessary to commit to winning. And we've seen that happen pretty quickly for the Clippers.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Durant kicks to Iguodala. Looney passes to Iguodala. Golden State moving the ball around. Chandler against Durant. Down low. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Robinson.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get up a quick shot to make that happen.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Livingston, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, after nearly being out of the league, Livingston has found an incredible role, a true warrior.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Livingston hits both of them. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 5. With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, what's your take?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Reminds me of myself at the free throw line. They have been shooting horribly out there. This is not a team that should be executing so poorly on offense. They need to completely revamp their approach, move the ball, set better screens, find the open man, get to the basket. They need to get to the basics right now.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. Brent, we have bigs playing a different kind of game in the NBA now.
Yeah, it feels like skill is taking over, and even last year in the playoffs, so much talk for us about the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up center or a rim-protecting center. These players have to be mobile, they have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able to switch out, most importantly, defensively to guard the most talented scorers in the league. So the center position is now becoming a more skilled position where teams take their best four-man and slide them down to the five, a la a Draymond Green or sometimes Giannis with Milwaukee, to make sure that they can make the most impact while they're on the floor.
Good examples. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by Golden State. Green kicks to Gallinari. Six to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Cousins. And Green is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Warriors leading by 5. Up top, Curry. Gallinari covering. Curry can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Curry looking it over. Passes it to Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 6.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Warriors on top. They're up by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Williams. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Gallinari in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. From 13 feet, it goes down. Gallinari's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Clippers. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Looney passes to Curry. With the shot, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Steph, such an ideal pick and roll guy. The threat of the long ball always there. So whether he's shooting or passing, the defense has a hard time keeping up.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry with some nice D. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Leading by 5. Iguodala dishes to Curry. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lays it up and banks it in.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Now, here is Gallinari. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Incredible shot by Gallo there. He lives for these moments.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And so they foul intentionally.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Just a big defensive mistake there. I mean, it's like 3 points. You want to harass Steph, but when he goes to the free throw line, we know it's pretty much automatic. Always one of the league's best free throw shooters. And those attempts right now at the charity stripe are helping them pull away.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 7. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here are the Clippers now. 7-point differential. Gallinari finds Green. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
And a lot of scoring here late, but there hasn't been any defense to speak of.
Yeah, it's amazing. As well as both sides' offenses have performed tonight, we've seen very little effort on the other end.
Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
It's pretty evident to see that Kevin Durant is driven to be a great player, but it's his love for the game. The passion he has for basketball is something that's just off the charts. I know he's anxious to have another great competitive year in the NBA.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Robinson. Here's Temple. Off target from 3-point range. So we see the Warriors get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.